Hello students, let us begin our today's chapter on tenses and voice. Before we start, I would like to tell you something about the be auxiliary. Be auxiliary. Auxiliaries means helping verb, and be is the main helping verb that we are quite often using in the formation of sentences, especially continuous sentences and passive sentences also. It's must for passive. So be, we are having three forms of verb in other verbs, the same way be also have three forms of verb. Be means is, are, am in the present form, that is first form of verb. Be means was, were, past form, that is second form of verb. And be means been. So been is the third form or the past participle form of auxiliary be. Same way students, we are having be plus ing. So what is this be plus ing? Be plus ing is the present participle form of verb be. Sorry. When it becomes being, so this being is used in the formation of passive sentences. So let us start with the present continuous tense. Ravi, our sentence is Ravi is writing a letter. First of all, we will see the tense pattern. Ravi, subject, then subject is followed by auxiliary. Auxiliary means, here auxiliary means is, are, am. Any auxiliary we can use according to the subject of the sentence. If our subject is I, we'll use am. If plural subject, are. If it is he, she, it, then is. Then auxiliary is followed by the first form of verb, and first form of verb is attached with ing. This ing will show us the continuity of the action. That means this ing will tell us that the action is going on at the time of speaking, means the action is continuous. So this ing will show the continuity of the action in any grammatically correct sentence in present continuous tense. So then it is followed by object. So this is the pattern of present continuous tense pattern. Same way we are having voice pattern also. So let me show you the sentence first. A letter is written by Ravi. So this sentence is, if we will grammatically it is correct, but if we will consider it from the present continuous point of view, this is an incorrect sentence, because this is the voice pattern that I have taught you for the present indefinite tense. Voice in the present indefinite tense. So what we will add here, that we will come to know, that will tell us that this sentence is the passive voice of the present continuous tense. Yes students, we will add here auxiliary, means our formula, and that auxiliary will be being, present participle form of the auxiliary be. So we are already having an auxiliary is, that was there in the main sentence. So one thing I want to teach you students here, whatever auxiliary is already present in any sentence, we are not going to remove it. It will retain in the sentence. On the other hand, we'll add our formula of passive pattern or of making passives. And what is that formula? I have told you yesterday also that every passive is formed by using this formula, that is auxiliary plus past participle form of verb, or the third form of verb. This is the common pattern, common formula for the formation of passive sentences. So that is why I left the space here in order to teach you, so that you should not make any mistake while making passive in the continuous tense. So you have to add being here. So our sentence will become, a letter is being written by Ravi. So pattern becomes object, subject has become object, auxiliary which was already there in our sentence, we are not going to remove it, plus being plus third form past participle form, that is written, and by is the agent, and then subject. Clear, class? Now, there are other auxiliaries. You should have a good knowledge of auxiliary verbs, because auxiliary verbs are helping verbs and they are doing a lot in the formation of grammatically correct sentences. So beside is, are, am, was, were, being, been, which we have discussed now, we are also having be, have, has, had, do, does, did, will, would, shall, and should. All these are auxiliary. Total it becomes 23 auxiliaries. So please keep in mind. We'll move to the next tense, that is present perfect tense. So the sentence is Ravi has written a letter. I'll give you the tense pattern first. Tense pattern, Ravi as a subject. Then perfect, action is perfect. Perfect means the action is complete in itself. So we'll use auxiliaries here, has or have, according to the subject. Clear? Plural subject have and singular subject has. I will have, I will get have. And perfect sentences, in present perfect sentences, we will always use the third form of the verb. Please keep in mind, present indefinite first form, present continuous second form. So how easy it is to learn. Only the third sentence means action is complete, perfect. So naturally we will use the past participle form of verb, third form of verb plus object. So this is the active sentence. Now I'll make the passive of the same. A letter has been written by Ravi. As I told you again and again, I am telling you that we will add when we will make our passive, we'll add our formula auxiliary plus past participle form of verb. So again we will make use of this. So what addition we have done here? We have added here the past participle. Since it is a perfect tense, so naturally we'll add the past participle form of the auxiliary be. So the auxiliary be is very important here. So our pattern becomes object has, have plus been plus past participle form of verb followed by agent and subject. So this is the passive pattern in the present perfect tense. Now we'll move to the next tense, that is present perfect continuous. Class, from its title itself, so we are having perfect and continuous. That means the action is partially perfect and partially continuous. Some part of the action is complete and the other part is not yet complete. Here in this case, no passive is possible. So I'll make a sentence here. Ravi has been working in the garden for 2 hours. For 2 hours. So we have used for here. So in present perfect continuous tense, we are making use of for and since. Students, for means a period of time and since will denote point of time. Period of time means the duration. How much times? 2 hours, 3 hours, 3 days, 4 months, 5 months. And point of time means we are simply touching the time, pointing the time, since Monday, since morning, since 1965. So here duration is not there. So the pattern of this sentence is subject followed by has, have, and it is followed by been because it is a partially perfect. So this is the perfect part we have added here, has been or have been we have added here. And then comes the continuous part, that is the first form of verb plus ing, working. Then followed by the time adverbial. So no passive is possible in this case. Students, I have sent you an attachment of transitive and intransitive verbs. So they play a very vital role in the formation of sentences. You must have a good knowledge of transitive, intransitive verbs. Only the transitive verbs can be converted into the passive. If you want to know that, if you want to identify the verb, so if you will convert the sentence into the passive, if the sentence is getting converted, that means it's a transitive verb. If the sentence is not changing into the passive, that means it's an intransitive verb. So please see it. So it's enough for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.